Hi foodie friends, my name is Chef Jessica Ann with Savory Experiments, and today we are making one of my favorite brunch recipes, a cinnamon roll casserole. But before we get started, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe wherever you watch our videos so you never miss a new one. They come out every Wednesday. So this casserole is kind of cinnamon rolly, but also kind of like those viral TikTok cinnamon rolls. It's great for feeding a big crowd. You can put it together the night before if you want to and just reheat it. So multi-purpose. So it's great for brunch, but let me tell you, I can also eat it for dessert with this scoop of ice cream. I've got a 9x12 casserole dish here and a half a cup of unsalted butter. Unsalted because I want to be able to control my salt. I melted this in the microwave, but honestly, if you just wanted to throw a stick of cold butter into the pan and stick it on in while it's preheating, that will melt it too. I typically don't do that just because the kids like helping with this one. This next step is their favorite, and I don't want the glass to be hot. Okay, you're gonna need 2 rolls of store-bought cinnamon rolls. Hardest part of this recipe, you know it, foodie friends. I don't care how old I am, popping a can is still scary. It's like a horror movie. Okay, here we go. Take the little thing of icing, set that aside, and I have kitchen shears. This is the easiest way to do this. I think you could use a knife and a cutting board. It says quarters, but it doesn't have to be perfect. Just go ahead and cut up these cinnamon rolls into bite-sized pieces and put them right on into the pan. Go through with both cans of cinnamon rolls. Don't worry about how it looks in the pan. We're gonna fix that in a minute. Now we're gonna make the custard that goes over it. And this is really what combines it all together. Half a cup of cream, richness. You could use whole milk. Please don't go skim. This is not the place where we are cutting calories. 4 whole eggs. Okay, here we go for the spices. This is a fun one. If you're making this for Thanksgiving or Christmas, you could use a pumpkin pie spice or an apple pie spice. Today, we're just gonna use cinnamon and of course nutmeg because they're best friends. And if you're using cinnamon, you might as well put a little nutmeg in there. I'm gonna do 2 teaspoons of a ground cinnamon, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. I'm gonna eyeball that one. Probably a little bit more. You could also use almond extract or a blend of extracts if you want to have some unique flavor. Half a teaspoon of nutmeg and a healthy pinch of salt since we didn't have it in the butter. If you are using salted butter, omit the salt from the custard, but you really need that in there to balance out all of the sweet aspects. Whisk it together until the egg yolks are combined and all of those seasonings are evenly distributed. Okay, I think we're good. Bring back over the casserole and pour it on over. Now you can move around the cinnamon rolls just to make sure that they're over the bottom. Not every little bit has to be covered because when it bakes up, it's gonna expand and get nice and fluffy. Almost like a monkey bread, actually. Next up is nuts. You can do this without nuts. You can use walnuts, or today we are using pecans. This is 3/4 of a cup, and I'm just gonna sprinkle those on there. And the last step before it goes in the oven is maple syrup. This is another one of those areas where you can really customize. Today I'm using a vanilla bean. Please use real maple syrup, none of the maple flavored syrup. You really wanna go for gold here, okay? About 1/4 of a cup, just drizzle it on over. Eyeballing this one too. If you want more, because why not, add a little bit more. Okay, we're gonna pop this in the oven for about 30-35 minutes at 350 uncovered until it bakes up, is nice and brown and super fluffy. The added benefit of this casserole is your home is going to smell amazing. You don't even need a candle. Okay, so I reserved the little icing packets that came in the cinnamon rolls. These are just a powdered sugar milk mixture. We do have another recipe on the site where you can use maple syrup. You could also use heavy cream, butter, a lot of other options. But you know what? This is an easy casserole. It's meant to save you time, so I just like using these. Go ahead and drizzle them on. The heat from the casserole will help the icing melt in a little bit if it's still a little cold like mine is. And the last step, as if we didn't have enough cinnamon and sugar, is cinnamon and sugar. This always reminds me of when I was younger. My mom used to make cinnamon sugar toast, child of the 80s right here, and it didn't have enough on it unless it was like crunchy. I needed the grit. I needed to be able to eat the sugar. Now I cringe thinking about serving that to my kids, but you know, each its own. This is again still hot, so that cinnamon sugar is gonna melt on in there, but you're gonna get a little bit of that 80s nostalgia cinnamon sugar toast on top. And it's ready to go. You can serve it at room temperature if you'd like. I like mine a little bit hot, and I'm going to dig right in. Will come out in a nice slice. As you see here, you get all of those nice little swirly whirlies in them. Plate it on up, and you're good to go. From my kitchen to yours, have a cinnamon sugary day.